Great bar is stamina. Okay. Not a stat that I was familiar with, but that's quite cool. That would be nice. That would be very nice. But it would lose us 10 evasion, so no. Nope. We're out of here. Heading back. Retreating with an awful lot of money. Of resources. So, treat. That bar's used later. Ah, okay. Thank you very much. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody, the boy managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? What? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from. And our families. Maybe even ourselves. I love the art style. Can we take a moment just to appreciate how gorgeous this art style is? Like, for real. Actually, the aesthetic is so good. It reminds me of the art in the Berserk manga. It's kind of that dark fantasy. I redeemed the past just as I've got into dialogue. I hope he doesn't miss my message now. Don't worry, Death Cobra. Not necessarily. If you Oblivion tiles that are placed like goblin camps or graveyards, etc., etc., your boss bar will go down more than it will go up. Oblivion itself does increase the boss bar, but by a rather small amount. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. That is a very good point. Thank you so much for that one, Death Cobra. Nice tip that I overlooked, even though it says it right on it, Aavak. You can hold down the escape flee button and it will auto-stop when you hit the range to flee with your stuff. Oh. That's interesting. Thank you very much, Bilal. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Diolch yn fawr. Bilal has got diplomatic immunity from backseat jail. Backseat's pass. Try destroying the campfire. I'm not sure I want to. My name is Yota. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memories is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. Wait, you said I'd managed to return. That means you remembered I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before, but there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted, but we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I'll ask no such thing. But now, I just want a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. There we go. Anytime Aavak, I spent over 14 hours playing the demo, so I learned a lot of things that aren't spoilery that I'm happy to share. Thank you, mate. Yoda is looking cuter in this universe. What do you mean universe? Oh, do you mean the mobile version? I wanted more Loop Hero, and here I am from YouTube. Hello, Hemika. How you doing, buddy? We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Sorry, here are the few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. That was actually quite nice. Very nice, in fact. Alright, okay, we want to build some things. First on our list, always first, the field kitchen. Pachow. We want to place this about here. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tasty. What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes, and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Thank you. Aavak, Yoda versus Yuta. Yes. Her name is Yuta. I'm not sure why you're saying that. I don't know. But I hope you had the most fun typing. Right, Gymnasium. This is where we want to be. Unlocks the ability to gain special traits after killing monsters in expedition and unlocks the village card. For this, we're going to need 4 more metal and 3 more wood. Terra Kittens, that is fantastic. I so approve that you've got a Radamant emote. Radamant's dog is called Yuta. Yeah, damn it, now I am getting confused. Yoda. And Yoda is amazing.
Star Wars, you say, etc., etc. Talk like this for hours, I can. Want it, do I? No. Do it, will I? Also no. But can? Yes. Do many things with my voice, I can. But I'll leave stream if Aavak talk like this all night. Yes. Oh. Sadness.
And soon Aavak's voice is gone because straight. No, I can literally keep that up for hours. Same as my dark Aavak voice. I don't know why. I just can. My vocal cords are suspiciously resilient. Though, actually, no, you know what? It's not even suspicious. I'm Welsh. It's how we're built. We are simply built different. You got me. I thought I had accidentally clicked on the YouTube video with Yoda in it. I was so confused. I approve. One of these days we will have a full Dark Aavak stream. I believe it will happen one. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'll set up a community goal or something at some point. Right, Field Kitchen. We can upgrade this, but it costs a lot to upgrade. But it does make camping a lot better, and also camps item slots. I don't know what the item slots do. Don't tell me, just I don't know. Available supply slots for tools, max equipment items. One day. I can't undo this, okay? I can undo this one. I can dismantle the building, but I can't dismantle the campfire. I'm sorry to say, everyone. For science crew. How far did I get my first taste? I got this far, Bilal, as it happens. Alright, time for bed. See you in the morning, maybe. Take care, Merlin. Have a good one. Aavak, that relates to a pita building. You know, the sort of intellectually, I understood that clearly that made no sense in context. So it must have been a typo, and I was waiting for you to correct it. But the rest of my brain was like, pita building. It's like the Peter Pen. Clearly, you're talking about Peter Draws. Did Peter Draws do the art here? Oh my god, that's amazing! And I was so excited, even though I knew it couldn't possibly be true. It's not the same art style. But I was so excited. I feel a little bit sad now. Damn it. Alright, time for us to go on an expedition. By the way, Peter Draws, amazing artist. If you're not already aware of Peter Draws, look him up on YouTube. Fantastic fellow. Also on Twitch sometimes. Brain threads can be crazy fun to follow. Yeah, no, absolutely. Not a rogue AI. I'm still iffy on whether Aavak got my joke. At this point, it's probably really, really far back. But if it was the Yoda Yota thing, then yeah, I did. Yeah. Aavak, have you ever thought of a D&D stream? I mean, I was a founding member of Roll for it for a while, so yes. And Shadowrun streams, and Stars Without Number streams, and many other streams. Right, so this is where you can find out about the customization on the classes. The current class we have, a warrior. Also, we're in chapter 1, so these are some stats about the enemies. But, and interestingly to note, enemies are like minus 5% on their strength, just to start off with. But, class warrior. 2% damage increase each second in a fight. Also, these are additional class stats. Also, these are the equipment. So it makes it much more clear to you the difference. We can only equip these equipment slots. We will be building our deck, yeah. But this part took me a little bit of time to work out. This is really cool. Shadowrun stream, gotta go find it. I played the Technomancer. I played the Technomancer, who was an Otaku in the Renraku arcology. I played the Technomancer, who was one of Deus's officers, and who Mirage helped out and rewired my brain. Became a Technomancer from being an Otaku. Good character. Had a lot of fun with him actually. Okay, so additional class stats. Damage to all, regeneration, vampirism, attack speed, counterattack, evade, and defense. These are all of the stats that can appear on his equipment. Different classes have different stats, and as a consequence, these certain ones of these cannot appear on, like, for example, the rogue can't have regeneration. No piece of equipment the rogue ever has will have regeneration on it. They said Yoda looks much cuter in this universe because, a joke, due to Yoda versus Yoda. Oh. See, I missed a part of that. Then yes, I did miss a part of that, not a rogue AI. I absolutely read that as Yoda because someone had earlier on spoken about the mobile version. I was like, oh, okay. But then the stuff about Star Wars and I caught that, obviously. But no, you're quite right. I did miss it. I apologize. Oh my god, though, chat. I'm not going to call you out for being obsessed with the tiniest, most inconsequential detail in this universe, but I am kind of calling you out about the amount of time you've spent on that. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying it. Shadowword, thank you very much, mate. Thank you for all that you do, Aavak. 16 months, buddy. Diolch yn fawr iawn. I drink to your health. But we're going to go into the deck builder, rather. Ooh. Crystals are able to refract not only the light of the rising sun, but the passage of dawn itself. Doubles the effect of daily passing on adjacent tiles. Now that, in combination with meadows, super good because you get double healing from the meadows. Might Yoda Aavak ever make a comeback someday? If we were going to ask a Magic 8 Ball, I imagine it would be some sort of vague version of If You Believe Hard Enough. Blood Grove. A living forest preys on wounded occupants of adjacent tiles. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% health. I think this is great. Now I've got too many cards. I have to have no less than 7 or no more than 12. Out of the cards on the top row, no less than 2, no more than 2. Exactly 2. Of the second row, no less than 2, no more than 6. Same down here, no more than 2, no less than 2. Down here, no less than 1, no more than 3. Got a couple of items here. The battlefield smells of blood and steel. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. This also counts as 2 cards, apparently. Rock and Mountain. What do I want to drop? I could drop the Beacon and have 12 cards in my deck. I'm not sure I want that, though. I am going to drop Beacon, but I don't want 12 cards in the deck. I either drop Spider Cocoons. See, Cemetery gives me stone. Grove gives me wood. I want those. I want a treasure chest. I also want Blood Grove. And you'll see why later. I want these two for obvious reasons. Treasury I kind of want. I could drop Vampire. Vampire Mansion could go. I don't particularly need it. Especially if I'm going to have treasure chests every now and then. Did the cost of more change? Yes, it did, because I refunded everyone for their naming game. Because the list was 300 names long. I was never going to get through it, so I refunded everyone. And I'll probably do that from stream to stream, so that everyone can put their name in fresh during the stream. And if it doesn't get used in that stream, it gets refunded. The spiders do stack up a bit, but they're never really that dangerous. I could drop it, though. That limits the amount of enemies that we could have. By quite a lot, actually. In fact, at this point, it limits it so much that if I got rid of the Road Lantern, we'd have 9 cards in the deck. Most of them are going to be interesting. What do the bubbles on the top of the card signify? Okay. A black... a completely empty orb means it can be placed anywhere. Like, away from the road. Can't be placed near the road. A partially filled orb, like a hemicircle, means that it gets placed alongside the road. And a full circle means it has to be placed on the road. Obviously, in Oblivion's case, it can be placed anywhere. It can be placed literally everywhere. Why would I want less cards in the deck? To focus. It's the same as any deck builder, really. If there are cards you want to happen more often, like I would love to have loads of treasure chests. So one way of me getting that is reducing the amount of other cards that could be drawn instead of a treasure chest. Does that make sense? It's like when you're playing the Spire. You can just like pick a card at every battle and just end up with a deck like 40 cards big. But now you can't control. You have very little ability to predict what cards are coming up next. Or alternatively, you could go to the boss with like 10 cards and like you just look at your draw pile versus your discard pile and you've got a really good idea of the chances of a certain card coming up. If that makes sense. I think we're going to try this. we have the potential of getting some really nice, strong cards. And also, like, you know, we can build a mountain. We can empty a treasury. They will generate more things. But mostly we're going to be fighting slimes for a little bit. I think this should be good. Okay, continue. And let's get out there and have a bit of a fight. Okay. This is going to be a lot of slimes for a little while. Okay, an Oblivion. Don't really need it. Is there an achievement in Slay the Spire to have one card? Can you even play with one card in your deck? Like, actually, can you play with one card in your deck? Well, we'll keep going for a little bit. I mean, I don't need to place anything right now. Like, my max health doesn't need to increase. And until I've got stuff that I want to manipulate time for, I'm not going to place the Chrono card down. No, we don't need that. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So I was going to say, did someone try to backseat and get sent to backseat jail? But no. Someone was accidentally spoilering something. That's fine. Pop. Thank you very much for managing that there, Bilal. Diolch yn fawr iawn. It can honestly sometimes be hard to know what's a spoiler and what isn't. Okay, so I'm going to address something I think I cover in the first taste video that Ends Light mentioned. Ends Light, are you talking about in the same way that you accrue large amounts of items and then when it's full, a new item gets added and one drops off and it becomes scrap? Is that what you're talking about with the cards? Hello, Fish Bisque. Sorry, Fish Bisque? What? I've been spending too much time talking to Gaza about food. Hello, Fizbic. Fish bisque. What the dickens? My lord. Yeah, I actually addressed that in the first taste as well. And I think I mentioned it at the earlier part of the stream as well. Basically, you accrue a large amount of cards, and then they just, as new cards get added, old cards drop off. Honestly, not playing cards is completely sensible in this. Cemetery and Grove need to be placed, I feel. So I'm going to pop one there. And I'm additionally going to plop a Cemetery right about there. Further to that, though, I'm going to say... Now, see, what happens is it doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. So that means, I assume, that on the third day this is going to spawn 2 skeletons. Or on the second day, this is going to spawn 2 rat wolves. Now, what it might mean is that every day this spawns a rat wolf. I don't know. But 'tis time for me to start building my mountain. No worries there, Ends Light. No, I was just letting you know that you hadn't accidentally spoiled anything for me. The only reason I reference it, I know that you haven't seen it because you've made comments that make that clear. But I was just letting you know, just in case you felt bad about accidentally spoiling something. You didn't. It's all right. I already knew. Aavak, would you know where the slimes come from as an idea? No, I have no idea where they come from. Oh, Aavak, if you didn't notice, during any of your gameplay, you can organize items in your inventory to keep... Oh, you can? Oh, that is amazing. Thank you very much. That is super useful information. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Diolch yn fawr iawn. We're going to have a slow build up here. Slime molds. Oh, no. Now can start playing. Okay, a blood grove. A living forest preys on the wounded occupants of an adjacent tile. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left. Okay. Now, with that in place, I'm going to place an arrow there. And additionally, I'm going to place this there. And additionally, I'm going to place that there. And I'm going to place this there as well. Now, that one isn't quite as strong, but that's fine. Oh, my lord, that link is shockingly strong. Womp. It would have been better if I had a treasure room there. That would have been ideal, but oh well. What happens if you double crystals? Usually it'll tell you if something can be stacked. And since it doesn't mention that they can be stacked, I don't think it affects them. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna, like, having 2 crystals there will make this one react as 4 times or anything like that. Sadly. I don't believe that's how they work. And I only have 2, so I don't want to waste it right now. Blood Grows will work on the boss, but I'm not sure 100% on that. I saw it during Splat Stream, but I was lurking and wasn't paying full attention. Oh, okay, thank you very much for the answer. I'll bear that in mind. Now that would actually be kind of amazingly good. Yeah, I guess I'll increase the attack speed. I love when Aavak speaks Welsh. Don't understand a word, but it sounds really melodic. Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you to say that, is. Aavak sings. Sometimes. I sing talk quite often. Clunk. There we go. Upgraded. Perfect. It's a slow build up, but we're taking things easy to gather our strength. So many meadows. My lord, I was hoping for something other than a meadow, but okay. Aavak needs to make an Aavak Sings point redemption. I have considered it. Aavak, Mary, quite stream when? No. But as you can see, you know what? I love the fact that when the roots try to attack a slime, you'll see it differently now. But did you see the way that the slime just kind of, because it's liquid, the roots kind of just tore it apart and then just kind of went everywhere. But watch the difference on this rat wolf. Actually crushes it down and eats it. I think that's amazing. Now, I'm going to pop that there. Very nice. I guess I could pop you here and just pop down a couple of meadows around. Just get a little bit more daily regeneration. Also, Binary Cali, thank you very much for the tier 3 sub, 7 months. Just hopping in for a moment and then going to be lurking, but thanks for the great content. Oh, thank you. More than welcome. Also, War Mad Max, thank you very much for the 3 months with Prime. 3rd month, 2nd, best month. And Shadow Sword, thank you very much for the 16 months. Thank you for all that you do. Spiders George, diolch yn fawr for the 14 months. Kiora, happy 1,000,000 month anniversary. Here's to many more. Thanks, buddy. I hope you're all enjoying the show so far. Right, now we've got enough mountains to start bringing in some harpies. There we go. And technically, I could just start filling out this area with meadows if I really wanted to, but I'd honestly prefer them to be around the crystals if I can. Actually, should have looked at that. Vampirism 6, that's just flat better in every way. It's got Vampirism and Health Regen, which is amazing. I need to get some evasion, though. Right, let's start building up some rocks around there. There we go. Goblin camp as well.